You're lying in bed, phone face down, lights off, and out of nowhere, your brain starts doing math you never asked for. If I lost my job, how long would I last? What if rent goes up again? Why does everyone else seem calmer than me? You're not reckless. You're not lazy. You're just tired of feeling like one surprise bill could knock your life sideways. And the worst part? On paper, you're doing okay. But inside, you don't feel secure. You feel one notification away from panic. If that sounds familiar, yeah, this video is for you. Here's the thing. Most people think peace about money comes after you make more money. That once your income hits some magic number, the anxiety just disappears. Look, that's one of the biggest lies personal finance ever sold. Because I've met people making $40,000 a year who sleep like babies, and people making $400,000 who wake up at 3 a.m. sweating over spreadsheets, which tells us something important. Calm about the future isn't about how much you make. It's about how your money is structured. My name is Leo, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money affects our emotions, decisions, and long-term freedom. If you're someone who constantly worries about the future, even when you're doing the right things, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Today, I want to walk you through 8 money habits that don't just build wealth, they build peace. And I'll warn you now, some of these are boring. Some go directly against what social media screams at you, but they work. Let's get into it. Habit hash 1. You track net worth, not just income. Here's what most people don't realize. Income feels good, net worth feels safe. Most people obsess over how much they make, but income is temporary. Net worth is what stays when income stops. According to Federal Reserve data, nearly 60% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency without debt. Why? Because they're measuring progress wrong. Let me give you a simple example. Person A makes $80,000 a year. Person B makes $55,000 a year. Sounds obvious who's better off, right? Except person A has $25,000 in credit card debt, $40,000 in car loans, $0 in savings. Person B has $15,000 in savings, $10,000 invested, no consumer debt. Person B sleeps better every time. Tracking net worth flips your mindset from how much am I earning to how strong is my financial foundation. Action step, once a month, write down cash, investments, assets minus all debts. That number, even if it's negative, gives you clarity, and clarity reduces anxiety. Habit hash 2. You automate your financial decisions. Look, willpower is overrated. If calm depended on discipline alone, we'd all be peaceful monks by now. Behavioral psychologists have shown that automation removes emotional friction. Here's what most people don't realize. Every financial decision you don't have to make is mental energy saved. So instead of, should I save this month? Should I invest now or later? Can I afford this? You set the rules once and let systems run. Example, 10% of income auto-transfers to savings. 10% auto-invests the day you're paid. Bills paid automatically. No drama, no debate, no stress. When your future is being handled without your daily involvement, your brain finally relaxes. Because uncertainty is exhausting, automation creates certainty. Habit hash 3. You keep a boring emergency fund. Now you might be thinking, emergency funds are inefficient. That money could be invested. Yes and no. This is where psychology beats math. Studies consistently show that people with 3-6 months of expenses in cash report significantly lower financial stress, regardless of income. Why? Because this fund isn't an investment, it's emotional insurance. Let's say your monthly expenses are $3,000. A proper emergency fund equals $9,000, $18,000. Is that money earning massive returns? No, but it's buying you sleep, confidence, negotiation power, the ability to say no, and that's priceless. Think of it like brakes on a car. Brakes don't make you go faster. They let you drive fast without fear. Habit hash 4. You separate future you money from today you money. This is where it gets really interesting. Your brain treats money differently depending on labels. Behavioral economists call this mental accounting. Money with no name gets spent. Money with a purpose gets protected. Instead of one generic savings account, try this. Emergency fund, freedom fund, future home, opportunity fund. Now your brain isn't asking, can I spend this? It's asking, do I want to steal from future me? And future you is someone you're starting to respect. Habit #5. You invest consistently, not reactively. Here's a stat most people ignore. Missing just the 10 best days in the stock market over 20 years can cut your returns nearly in half, which means panic costs more than bad investments. Calm investors don't chase trends, they follow schedules. Example, $500 invested monthly for 30 years at 8%, $745,000. Same amount, but skipped during scary years? Hundreds of thousands gone. Consistency builds trust. Trust builds calm. Habit #6. You keep your fixed costs low. This one's uncomfortable, but necessary. Most financial anxiety isn't about income. It's about obligations. High fixed costs trap you. Rent, car payments, subscriptions you forgot existed. Here's a simple rule. If your life requires your next paycheck to function, you'll never feel calm. Lowering fixed costs increases optionality. Optionality is freedom's quiet cousin. Habit #7. You plan for boring future problems. Most people only plan for emergencies. Calm people plan for car replacement, medical deductibles, career transitions, family responsibilities. When predictable problems become funded plans, fear disappears. You're not unlucky, you're underprepared, and preparation is calming. Habit #8. You define enough. This might be the most important habit, because without a definition of enough, the anxiety never ends. More income, more investments, more pressure. Calm comes when you know what lifestyle satisfies you, what number supports it, what trade-offs you accept. Enough isn't a number, it's a boundary, and boundaries protect peace. Look, you don't need to be rich to feel calm. You need systems, clarity, and a relationship with money that doesn't feel like a constant emergency. The future stops being scary when you stop leaving it to chance. Start with one habit, just one, because calm isn't accidental. It's built. If this helped you even a little, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm this content matters. Subscribe if you want more practical, honest conversations about money and life. And remember, financial peace isn't loud. It's quiet, boring, and incredibly powerful. I'll see you in the next one.